Hey folks, Pastor Jordan here, bringing you this week's sermon preview from the front steps of the sanctuary here at church. And I'm coming to you from here because we will be worshiping indoors with the option for in-person worship for the first time since March. And so I wanted to share with you a little bit about what to expect if you would join us for worship on Sunday. Give you a little preview of what we'll be looking at in the sermon as well. First of all, I just want to let you know we have an indoor worship plan that follows all the appropriate protocols and guidelines for in-person worship in our current setting, and so that's been sent out via email, so you can find it that way. If you haven't gotten the email and would like to be on our email mailing list, just leave a comment to this video, and I'll get you added into the email mailing list. So that you can catch all of our updates. But the indoor worship plan is there. It's got all of the information you need to attend worship. But I'm just going to sort of talk you through some of the major points in it, just so that you're prepared to join us for worship. So first of all, this is the main entrance door. So when you come here. Of course, if you have had to quarantine from traveling, if you're feeling ill or have had a fever, please stay home. If you've been in contact with anyone that has tested positive, please stay home. Worship online. But if you are feeling well and are able to be around other folks and would like to be with us, come on to worship Sunday morning at 10 a.m. You can enter this way. We're going to do one-way traffic, so this will be the entrance door, and we'll use the two doors at the other end of the sanctuary for our exit doors. So when you come in, someone will take your temperature. Sadly, if your temperature registers as over 100.4, we'll have to ask you to return home and worship online instead of in person. That's why just make sure you're feeling good before you come on out. Then there will be a hand sanitizer station there. We ask you to use that on your way in. Of course, all the time that you're indoors, we ask that you are wearing your mask. The pews are roped off so that we can maintain social distance. So sit in, of course, a non-roped off pew. There's a little bit of blue tape on the railing in front of you. That marks the spots that you can sit in. So sit behind the blue tape in one of the pews that's not roped off, and you'll be naturally socially distant from everyone else. We ask that you hum along to the music instead of singing along, because all of the reports have shown that singing is quite a bit more contagious when we do that. So only the person who's leading worship, which in this case will be me, will be singing, and I'll be more than 12 feet away from anybody at all times. So then when worship concludes, we ask that you would take the little sanitizer kit that's in each pew and use that to wipe down your whole area. Afterwards, I will be sanitizing all of the common areas within the protocols of the guidelines. But we ask that you take care of your own areas. Then exit through the front of the sanctuary. So you would go, if you're sitting on the right side of the sanctuary, you would go through the doors that go into Poff Hall and take that quick right down the stairs. If you are sitting on the left side of the sanctuary, we ask that you would exit past the organ and take the quick left around those stairs to exit out that way. The only other thing is we are celebrating communion, so that will be the one time that you can remove your masks when you go to consume the communion elements. So other than that, please don't take your masks off. Bring your own communion elements if you'd like, but we'll also have some for you here as well. We have those prepackaged single-serving sanitary communion elements for you and your family to use. We will be using family deputies, so that you will only serve those in your group or yourself, and no one else will be involved in serving you communion that way. So that's what we're planning for Sunday morning for our first indoor in-person worship. So we invite you to come and be a part of that if you would like. If you are more comfortable staying home or can't be with us for another reason on Sunday morning, we ask that you join us online, as we have been doing for a long time now, even before the pandemic. So jump on this YouTube channel right here where you found this video, and if you subscribe, then you'll get updates and stuff. Michael will be here. He's going to run the stuff from the balcony in the sanctuary, so we'll have good streaming quality for you to be able to participate that way. So that's what we're planning for Sunday. It's a step forward in a time where steps forward are few and far between, and so we give thanks to the Lord for the opportunity to move to this phase. And if you have any other questions about it, you can reach out to me or anybody on Consistory. If you'd like the plan, like I said, just leave your email and a comment in this video, and we'll get the worship plan over to you so you can see that. As far as what the service is going to be about, we're looking at Elijah and his time when he told King Ahab that there would be a drought in the land, and he goes to live by the Wadi Cherith, and while he's there, it dries up, and he needs sustenance. At the same moment, a woman who's her and her son are suffering from the drought also needs sustenance and comes to fill up water and is not blessed with finding any. But Elijah says, listen, you're going to take care of us, me and you and your child. This little bit of meal that you have in a jar and this little bit of oil, that'll be enough to get us through. And so she trusts in his word, and it is enough to get them through. And then there's another twist at the end of the story that we're going to get into. But the main idea that we're going to look at here is, how does the Lord feed us in times of need, even in times when things look very bleak? This woman was up against a very bleak situation. She was at the moment of preparing her last meal for herself and for her son. And in that moment, she bumps into someone who is sent by the Lord, who then intervenes in that situation, and she is fed. And so we'll look at that together. What does it mean to be fed by the bread of life? On a morning where we take communion, on a Sunday where we gather in person indoors for our first time, as we do all of this in a time of uncertainty and worry and concern, what does it mean to be fed by the Lord? So that's what we'll be looking at on Sunday when we're gathered for worship. Like I said, take a look at the indoor worship plan if you'd like to join us in person. If you are more comfortable joining us on this YouTube channel, go right ahead. We'll be there for you for that, as we have been since March. And I look forward to seeing you on Sunday morning, whether it is here at the church or here on this YouTube channel. I hope the Lord blesses the rest of your Thursday, and I look forward to when we meet again. God bless.